Dear friends, have you ever met someone who always seems to get what they want from you? Without shouting, without forcing, and without even asking twice? It feels like you are making your own choices, but in reality, someone else is controlling them. This hidden power is called dark psychology. And today, I will tell you the story of Ethan and his manager Victor, a story that will show you how invisible strings can control your life. Ethan was 26, full of energy and dreams. He worked in a big corporate office where competition was tough, but Ethan believed in hard work. He always thought, if I give my best, success will follow. His manager, Victor, was charismatic. People admired him, not because he shouted or punished, but because he somehow made everyone obey him willingly. Ethan respected Victor, and like many others, wanted to stay in his good books. But little did Ethan know, Victor was a master of dark psychology. It began in small ways. One day, Victor asked Ethan to stay late at work. Ethan hesitated. He already had plans. Victor didn't argue. He just gave a long, heavy silence. That silence filled the room like a burden. Ethan felt uncomfortable and finally said, "Okay, I'll stay." Another time, Victor placed a heavy file on Ethan's desk and said softly, "I trust you, Ethan. You're the only one capable enough to handle this." Ethan felt proud. Who doesn't want to be special? And once again, he agreed, even though it meant sacrificing his weekend. Slowly, without noticing, Ethan was working late, doing extra tasks, and even covering for mistakes that weren't his. Dear friends, Victor never raised his voice. He never forced Ethan. Instead, he used 3 weapons of dark psychology: silence, to create guilt; flattery, to make Ethan feel special; and scarcity of trust, making him believe, only you can do this. These invisible strings made Ethan dance like a puppet. And Ethan, like most of us, thought he was choosing freely. Weeks passed, and Ethan felt exhausted. He was missing family dinners, ignoring his friends, and losing his smile. Yet he couldn't say no. Every time he tried, Victor's calm silence and careful words pulled him back in. But one evening, everything changed. Ethan stayed late at the office again. While leaving, he passed by Victor's cabin and froze. Inside, Victor was laughing with another colleague, saying, "People don't need force. They just need to feel guilty or feel important. That's enough to control them." Those words hit Ethan like a thunderbolt. Suddenly, the puzzle pieces fit. It wasn't respect. It wasn't trust. It was manipulation. That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. He replayed every moment in his head, every silence, every fake praise, every guilt trip. He realized Victor had never cared about him. Victor only cared about control. The next morning, Ethan felt nervous but determined. When Victor asked him to cancel his weekend again, Ethan smiled and said calmly, "I respect your trust, but my answer is no. My decision is final." For the first time, Ethan didn't fall into the trap. And for the first time, Victor had no power over him. Dear friends, dark psychology is not always about lies or aggression. Often it is about invisible emotions, guilt, flattery, or fear. Most people don't even realize when their strings are being pulled. But remember, awareness is freedom. The moment you see the pattern, the strings break. So ask yourself, am I making this choice or is someone making it for me? Stay aware, stay strong, and never let anyone control your life without your permission. This was the story of Ethan and the invisible strings of dark psychology. If you found it eye-opening, don't forget to share it with others who need to hear this. And dear friends, for more such powerful stories and life-changing lessons, make sure you subscribe to this channel and join our growing family.